Let me know when we're good on Instagram.
On Instagram.
Instagram, I'll give you guys a minute to hop in. Facebook,
We're not live on Instagram yet.
not yet. YouTube's live.
YouTube's live.
All right, cool.
Facebook is live. And we are
We're live
on Instagram.
And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Mirabella Mindset. Today, I believe we titled this chat. James, you got a microphone by you?
I do.
Yeah. What did we call this again?
What to do if you're new to social media.
So pretty much if you're new to social media, you're probably not watching this because you're new to social media. But if you are new to social media, or if you've been on it for a while and you're kind of lost, we're going to break down some ideas. And I'm going to go back and forth with ChatGPT again, which I like to do from time to time. And this time I actually like the result I got. So the prompt I use is, what do I do if I'm new to social media? That was my chat prompt. Number one was define your purpose and goals. And I couldn't agree more with ChatGPT in this one. Like, what's the purpose of having social media? That's what you have to ask yourself. Are you trying to get more clients for your hair salon? Are you trying to get more stylists for your hair salon? Are you trying to become an affiliate, an influencer, a celebrity? Like, what is the goal? What's the purpose here? Because it's going to dramatically change how you approach social media. And if you start off on the wrong foot, not that you can't change or like pivot, it's always an option for you, but you want to make sure you have as much momentum to get to the goal as fast as possible. And if you keep on changing what you're doing, keep on pivoting, you're going to lose your audience. So what's the main focus? What's the main purpose here? And as long as you're clear on that, then it's going to be easier for you to go to step two, which is, I think, identifying who your target audience is. They're saying choose the right platform, but I'd rather you choose the right audience, because the audience is going to change what platform you're on. This is in my own opinion. So if you are obviously more business focused and your clientele is more of a business person, LinkedIn's probably the platform for where you want to focus on. If they're just more of a social media user, an avid consumer of products, getting their hair done, maybe a little more artistic, they're into fashion a little more, I'm probably going to go with Instagram. That's just where I would probably put my attention at. If the audience is maybe more into consuming information, like they like learning about subjects. Let's say like you're into businesses or you're into like real estate investing, YouTube might be a good platform for you. So it's really important that you kind of identify who your audience is and who that ideal client is, who you're trying to get. Now, then we choose the right platform, obviously. And then you need a brand identity. Like, what is your brand? What do you want people to, how do you want people to feel when they watch your videos? What do you want them to leave saying about you and about your expertise or how you conduct yourself on camera? Because in reality, you're the brand. And I think people get this wrong. Every single person is a personal brand. The second you create a piece of content, it signifies to the people watching something about you. So they either like or dislike you. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of people who dislike me. There's plenty of people who do like me. And there's plenty of people who like Alex Hormozy and plenty of people who dislike Alex Hormozy. The one thing that you really can't deny is if you're speaking from an authoritative position, from the results that you achieved through the steps that you took. If you're someone like myself who grew hair salons and an online store, I have actionable steps that worked for me. You can't say that I'm full of shit. You may not like my approach, but if I have a track record of building successful salons, you can't say what I'm saying is wrong. There's other ways to do it, but I'm not wrong because I did it already. It worked for me. So make sure that when you are creating your brand identity, that you're speaking from a place of authority and that you know what you're talking about. I don't speak about things I don't know about. I won't tell you how to budget or manage your money. That's not my area of expertise. I can tell you how to organize it. I can tell you how to make money. I can tell you how to build a salon. I can tell you to get to $3 million a year in revenue. That's simple to me. But how to truly budget your finances, I don't do that. That's Dave Ramsey. And when it comes to sales, I don't really touch on sales too much. That's more of like an Alex Hormozy. Social media content, I'm doing that right now in this particular video because I'm getting really good at social media content, and I built my business from social media. But that's a Gary Vaynerchuk. Like, that's brand. That's Gary. Gary does it so well. He's written books on it. I'll be there one day, right? There's a lot of other amazing people out there who speak about that. But so my brand identity really is learning how to be a leader, helping you grow from no salons to 5 salons, because that's what I did. And my brand identity from me being a Marine, from all my life experiences, that's the approach that I take my channels to. One thing I want to let you know about, don't try and be everything on every channel. Just be your personal self, your brand on one channel in the beginning. Don't get convoluted with who you should be on TikTok and Instagram and then LinkedIn. And just pick the one channel that you feel majority of your audience is on, and then be authentically you on that channel, because in the beginning, it's going to be hard to be yourself. And each one of the social media channels has a different type of viewer. And so your hooks are going to be different. How you approach a subject will be different from YouTube to Instagram. There are similarities between platforms, but you have to get into your groove of creating content. It's going to be very, very awkward for you. Like it's really difficult for people to speak on camera, and mainly because they're afraid of being judged. So I'm just going to let you know that everyone who's watching this will probably be dead in 100 years, and your opinion really doesn't matter to me. And it doesn't. That's a fact. And so you should have that same stance when you're creating content. There's going to be haters. There's going to be people out there who just want to leave a nasty comment, who are going to talk shit. Do not let it ruin your future progress of creating content. I want you to think about the person who you're helping. And I used this example with one of my clients the other day because she doesn't like social media. And I asked her, "Are you the best in your area at cutting and coloring hair?" Actually, it was extensions, to be honest with you. But are you the best at cutting and coloring hair in your area? If you don't think you're the best, then go backwards and become the best. Like, let's start there, fix the major problem. But if you believe you're the best, which you should believe you're the best if you're advertising yourself, I want you to think about the potential person in your chair. Are you just doing their hair? Or do you help them with like things in life? Like we always say we're a psychiatrist in the salon. Like people tell you everything when you're doing their hair. And how many times is it just more than hair? How many times does a woman sit in your chair or a man sit in your chair and they open their heart up to you and they tell you what's going on in their marriage or with their job or with their kids or with their life? And you have an ability to really help them work through an issue, even if it's just by being a person they could speak to. But a lot of times we offer advice because we do have a lot of experience with people. And I'm gonna really get clarity on this for you. So when you say to yourself, "I don't want to post on social media," you're letting that person go to another hairstylist, maybe that 22-year-old girl who doesn't know shit about marriages, doesn't know shit about relationships, and doesn't know shit about doing hair. Because you're afraid to post on social media, you're letting that potential client who's going through a divorce, who's super depressed, who might be borderline suicidal, who's having really negative thoughts, go to somebody else who can't serve her as well as you. And you're letting that person go there, hate her hair, feel even uglier, never go back into the dating world, and have such a negative, low opinion of herself now because you didn't want to post to social media. Like that's the ripple effect you could have on the world, but you're choosing not to post for your own selfish reasons. If you love what you do and you believe that you're the best, why aren't you putting yourself out there? Because Debbie5329 Flowers wants to leave you a fucking nasty comment. Get over yourself. Block her, delete, and move on. All right. So, number 4, develop a content strategy. In terms of content strategies, here's my strategy. If you're really good at what you do, you should have clientele in your chair. And during your consultations, and this is really hair specific, but it's every niche, to be honest with you, client service based niches. What are your clients' frustrations? Like, make a list of all the frustrations your clients have. And if you're new to the business, if you're new to whatever industry, what frustrations do you have? Like, what frustrates you about, getting your hair done if you're just new to this whole industry and you're just getting behind the chair now? Like, go back to when you were like 15, 16, or 20 walking into a hair salon. And what are the like frustrations you had with your hair before you knew how to do your hair? Like, just make a list of all the frustrations you had or your clients have, what they tell you. Then your content strategy is to solve every one of those frustrations. Give them a valuable tip, something they want to share, something they want to like, something they want to comment on, something they want to send to somebody else, something they want to save for the future. If you could solve all the frustrations of your clients and you do that, that's what your content strategy is, you will have viral content eventually. Like, don't get mixed up with the hashtags and all the bullshit and the trends. Do what's authentic to you and solve the problems of your clients first before you get into like the trends and stuff like that. That's more authentic. Don't worry about like the film quality and like getting the best cameras in the beginning. Build the habits of posting consistently. That the iPhone, this iPhone right here, that's all you need. Honestly, that's the only camera you need right now. Then once you start getting revenue being generated by your social media from content coming in or from clients coming in because of your content, then you could upgrade. Then you could buy the good mics, then you buy the good camera. But to be honest with you, I did this in the past. I bought the best camera, I got the best mics. I didn't use it. I didn't have the habit of posting consistently. You know what happened? 3 years went by and that camera I bought was obsolete. And the microphone I bought, I couldn't find. So build the habits first of consistent, valuable content. Number 7, learn and adapt. Take a look at what your audience is paying attention to. If no one's really engaging, then change your content around a little bit. There's a particular structure you guys need to have when it comes to social media content. Hook, story, call to action. Ask them to save the video. Ask them to leave a comment. Ask them to book an appointment with you. Ask them to do something. That's a call to action. Your hook captures attention. There's a physical hook. Like if I were to slam this against the camera right now, boom, I capture attention. You see it all the time now. People fall down or they get hit with water. Like those are visual hooks. Then it's like you have the verbal hooks. Stop doing these 3 things if you don't want your hair to fall out. Like that captures the attention. Now I'm engaged if I'm dealing with hair loss. And then you position yourself with a story on how your services or your products you sell help with hair loss. And then your call to actions, you want to learn more? DM me. That's the hook story call to action. That's relevant in everything. Instagram, it's like a 3-second hook. YouTube, it could be a 3-minute hook for that longer form content. So study that. And then you're going to study like what's going on with your audience. Are they not paying attention? Are they not liking? Are they not listening to your call to action? Because you may be speaking to the wrong audience or you may be on the wrong platform. So then you have to go back to step 1 again. And then the next thing I want you to do is engage with your audience. Like it's social media. The first word social. Get social. Don't post and ghost. Post and speak to people. Here's a great trick that you can do is if people comment and like and interact with your post from yesterday, before you post today, get on there and start commenting and liking and engaging with them. Then you post your content today. Because this triggers the algorithm, it triggers their engagement when they see that comment or that like or that engagement, then your video will pop up on their feed again. It's just a little hack that I like to do. But be social. And for people who like, I don't DM me. Then what are you doing on the platform? Instagram has a really good messaging system. Learn how to utilize it. It's going to change the trajectory of your business if you're social on social media. Like when people tell me it doesn't work, it's because you're not using it properly. Like the whole point is to keep people on the platform and keep them engaged and conversate with them, and then see how you can help them with your product or service. And then the last one is be patient. Be patient and be consistent. Dedicate 1 full year or 5 years to posting every single day, consistently, nonstop, without expecting a result. Obviously, like I just said, measure it a little bit, make sure like people are engaging. If your content sucks, fix your content, but be patient. It's not the days where, you know, 10 years ago where you were very easily able to go viral. It's very noisy now on social media. So just be patient, post valuable content, and you will build up eventually. If you go back to what your goal is, if your goal is to get clients, don't worry about views. Worry about getting clients. If you're trying to be famous, well, then worry about views. But that's not going to really get you any money unless you're an influencer and you're selling products. So you want to really take a look at what's happening with your social media, but give it time. Like you obviously want to make money if you're doing this for a particular reason, like to get clients. The result's obviously getting more clients, which makes you more money. So as you're making more money, you can invest in better cameras, better quality microphones. So just be patient. It's going to happen. But guess what won't happen if you quit? Nothing. You're never going to be successful at this. This is a very valuable tool. You got 2 options here. You can post consistently and grow organically, or you can pay for ads. And if you're watching this and you're starting off on social media, more than likely you don't have the budget to pay for any advertising. Here's the beautiful part. You'll make money from social media, which then you take that extra money to reinvest into your marketing budget and your advertising budget. So essentially, it's all free. So, with that said, that is my intro to social media. Hope that brought you a little bit of value. If you're following on YouTube, make sure you click subscribe. Or if you're on Instagram, jump to YouTube. That's where the live is going to live. Subscribe to that channel so you can get updates all the time. If you're on Facebook, go to Instagram and follow me. My content's way better on there. But James, we're going to jump into the chat for a little bit and let me know if there's any comments.
Well, first off, still nobody wants to jump on and call in. I don't know what's going on.
We don't have ears on us either, do we?
All we have to do is put your ears on, and
all right,
you can hear them. It's set up.
Ladies and gentlemen, ask any questions pertaining to social media. Actually, anything if you want to. But I got Mike Cardone in the room too.
Hey Nick, right up my alley. Nice haircut. Let's go. Clubhouse and Chatter are great social audio apps to build a brand.
I guess we got to get on there. I'm not even on there right now.
Never even heard of those.
I'll check some comments too. Nick, did you color your beard? I did. You look so handsome. Are you married? I am married. So, and you're a dude. But
I need a scheduling app.
Scheduling app. I like Fresha. Acuity is a basic scheduling app. It's great for just scheduling. Fresha is a great app for taking credit cards, emails, texts, all that stuff.
She said for content, scheduling content.
Ah, for content. Hootsuite's good. Honestly, just do it yourself. Like you can set up a calendar on Google and just link to where the video's at in your Google Drive and download it. It's not that hard to schedule. You could do it now on Instagram. But which one do I use, James? Social Pilot is one that I use too. Social Pilot, Hootsuite. I would just get a virtual assistant to help you out, honestly. Because a lot of the scheduling apps, they don't really they don't post the proper ratios. At least I found. I'd rather just do it myself natively on the platform.
It always comes out wonky.
Yeah, I like to have like it just being uploaded by a virtual assistant. If I do have help, which you could find somebody on Upwork or you could find somebody in your salon, your front desk person should be doing that for you because they don't really book as many appointments as they used to. James, anything else going on question-wise?
In the chats.
All right, guys. Yeah, that's a quick one today. So I'll give you guys about 3 more seconds. Any questions, comments pertaining to social media, let me know right now. And I'll answer it. If not, happy Friday. Friday's usually light because everyone's working behind the chair. Hopefully. But James going once, going twice?
Nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching today. Like I said, make sure you jump on to the YouTube. We're going to be focusing on that channel. Our lives may switch times because I'm in a new program. Those calls take place at 12. So I'm going to be either bumping this live to a different time. But either way, I'm still going to go live.
So Rafaela, the stylist, a must-have color inventory.
What's that question?
A must-have color inventory.
Elaborate on that question for me. Like, you must have a color inventory?
Like, I guess a must-have color inventory. Like, I guess a brand that you should have.
I mean, your neutrals, obviously. But I like Magicolor. It's inexpensive. It functions really well. DM me. I'll set you up with my distributor. I could probably get you the whole inventory for like sub $500. The whole inventory. We're good? All right, guys.
Cool.
See you on the other side. Goodbye.
Have a good weekend.